Hi everybody, Steve from Steve's Makerspace, and today we are in Gamecraft, and I am going to show you some of my platforming pieces. So these are pieces that I made for platforming games. A platforming game is like Mario Brothers, where you're jumping up onto things and collecting coins, that sort of thing. These are all available in the workshop in the prefabs. It's called Platformer Elements. So you can copy these things and place them in your games with some credit, please. I'm not going to go over all of the logic behind each of these. If you want to look at the logic, just come into the prefab and you can examine it at your leisure. But let me show you what I got. First is a moving platform that goes a constant speed, and it gets to the end and it turns around and goes back and forth. Then there's another moving platform, but this one has an adjustable speed. So let's say your player has leveled up, then you can increase the speed on them. And now they have a more challenging platforming experience. Then I have some spinning platforms. So you can jump onto this. This is a simple one. And try to stay on if you can. Come on. It's difficult. I'm getting spun off. And then this one is a spinning platform, but it moves in 2 axes. So if you stand on it, it starts moving. And it's flung off. This one is a spinning platform that can change speed. So I can increase the speed and then decrease the speed. And this one does not go off into multiple axes, it just stays in one place. Next is the concept of coin collection. So if you're going to have a platforming game, you're going to probably want to be collecting some coins. So here you can jump up here and go blink, blink, blink. And let's say you want these to be a little higher up so that your player has to actually jump to get to the coins. You could reverse this, just put it upside down and hide all this in the ceiling, and then the coins are basically hanging down. I've actually got 2 different methods of these coin collectors. This method changes the text block, and the only problem with this, which is kind of a big problem, is that if you're going to change the text block, you have to change the text block number every time you copy this. So this one is number 4, and this one is number 41, and the command block is also number 41. And so every time you change this, you got to change both the command block and the text block. So to prevent that, to make it easier to copy these things, I came up with this method, which uses a piston, and the piston retracts. So I'll show that, and then if I collect a coin, oops, come here. Let me back out so you can see what's happening here. And we'll go sideways. There you go. So as I collect the coin, it just retracts. So the coin is actually still there, but it's underneath the floor. So then this combines the moving platform with the coin collection. So I can increase this, and now we've got this moving back and forth, and we've got the coin collection up there. Now I'm showing you the innards here. Of course, if you're going to place this in your game, you would want to shut this off so that people can't see it. And then this one is combining the spinning platform with the coin collection. So we'll start that up here. And there's the coin. And now I collect the coin. And now I got to get off. Ouch. This one is a platform that goes up and down. It doesn't work super awesome. Let me try that. So it goes up, comes down. It just about hits the ground though, and you can see the speed is a little bit different. And if I get on, it changes the speed a little bit. So I had to do a couple of things to make this work properly. This was more complicated to get to work properly than you think. It's not perfect, but it's the best I could do. And then I've got a couple of jump helpers, sort of poppers. So this one, so you can see it's just popping up as I go over it, and I do have to do a jump in order to get up here. But if I were just to jump from here, I couldn't make it. It's too high. But this helps me get up. There you go. And then I've got another jumper over here, and this is a much higher place to get up. I have to jump while I get on the popper. Whoops, I didn't do it right. Let's try it again. There we go. See? So that's how that works. And now I've got some things. This is gonna hurt if it touches me. So it's something that I could have to jump over to get to where I want to go. I could also kind of try to skirt around it. Although you could make the platform skinnier so that skirting around it isn't an option. And then these guys, the arms hurt, but the center does not hurt, and I've got it set up so that if you jump on the center, you get a point. I have a touch. You can see at the very top, I've got the coins and I've got the touches. And so if I jump on here, whoops, I got hurt, but I got a touch anyway. And I've got it set up so that you only get one touch per object. So I'm not going to get another touch if I jump on that. But if I jump on this one, I'll get another touch. There we go. And I got hurt too. So far, those are all the platformer elements that I've come up with. I will probably continue working on it and come up with some more elements. But if you want to use any of these elements, they're available on the prefab. Just look up platformer elements. If you do copy the coins, you're going to need to also copy at the same time. How do you do this? Because you're going to need this. This is sort of the collection, the counter that goes with the coins. So let's say you want this with that way over there, but you don't want this. So you're going to need to copy this, Control C, and then let's say you just want this thing. You could move this over here and then do another copy and copy both of these at the same time. And then you can place this in your world after you've copied it. But once you place this in your world, then you're only going to want one of these. You're not going to want more than one. So then you could move this out of the way somewhere in a command area, and then you can copy this like so, and we'll put in another one right here. So that's how you would want to do that. And then these guys also have their own command area. So both of these are being controlled by this line here. So if you wanted multiples of these, so you could copy all of this like so, bring it into your world, and then you would want to copy just this, or really just this, and then you could place as many of these in your world as you want. Same thing with these things. You're going to want to make sure you copy this command area along with this, and then once you bring both of these pieces into your world, then you can just copy this piece and place as many of these as you want in your world. Oh yeah, and I forgot about this jellyfish guy. So not sure about this guy. He just kind of randomly spins around the world, and of course he can harm you. Whoop, he didn't harm me. Come back, you didn't harm me. There we go. Yay, I'm dead. The only problem with this guy is that he can bump into, say, these guys right here and knock them off course. The other thing to be aware of is like this. Once I get on this guy, I kind of disrupt his pattern. And you can see he disrupts the pattern as well. And so now he's off the platform. So, not sure what to do about that, just something to keep in mind. So, I think I would keep the jellyfish out of your world. Because he's too much trouble. Look at that. You're just causing trouble, buddy. Cut it out. So I'm probably going to make a platformer game using all of these elements, but I think it's going to take me a while, and I just wanted to put this out as soon as I could so you could use it if you want. You can make your own platformer game, just give me credit with these parts if you use them. So I'm going to finish it up here. This is, I know, a short one, but if you like this video, give it a like, consider subscribing to my channel. Comments are always welcome. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now. Steve's Makerspace.